Welcome back. The Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair has over the years developed into a leading national and international trade and exhibition event on the Namibian Business Calendar and continues to draw interest from all sectors of our economy. The fundamental element of hosting the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair is for the Town Council to create opportunities that would facilitate trade and business linkages between our indigenous market entrepreneurs with foreign business personalities. It further serves as an opportunity to expose the products and services of small and medium enterprises, in addition to creating a forum for smart partnerships with established corporate entities. Joining us with more on the ongoing Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair is Jackson Muma, the head of the corporate communications of the Ongwediva Town Council. Mr. Muma, good evening and welcome to the show.
Yes, good evening to you and thank you for having me.
Mr. Muma, what is the theme of this year's Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair?
Yeah, this year our theme is embracing a sustainable economy, linking smart markets.
And please elaborate on that. Why that theme and what does it speak to?
Yes, the Ongwediva Trade Fair Society, which is a leading body, came up with the theme in line with strategic visions of the government. We are looking at the strategic visions of government, that is now the Vision 2030. We look at the NDPs, and then ultimately we look at the continental vision. Now, specifically this theme speaks to Africa Continental Free Trade Area, which is one of the flagships of the Agenda 2063, and the trade fair has collaborated with the Ministry of Industrialization and Trade, as well as the Namibia Trade Forum, to bring out, as the implementing agent, to bring out the notion of bringing business together to explain on how the Africa Continental Free Trade Area should be rolled. Now we are talking of a situation where we should have business investing in technology, in digitalization, as well as smart partnership to do trading. And as we know that this flagship, which is Africa Continental Free Trade Area, seeks to break barriers in trade, so to improve the situation where African business community has to trade among each other, whether to utilize or making advantage of the existing technologies, or making partnership more stronger, and then trade among each other. But also, as we speak today, we have the ongoing business forum at the Trade Fair Center, that is now in partnership with the Namibia Trade Forum, that is explaining this theme to the business community. That is now basically the SMEs. We are looking at also not only business people, but during the trade fair there are networks that are going on, whereby business to business are engaging to create a smart partnership. And this is the notion of the theme for this year, because we want to see tangible results. We want to see businesses improving in terms of their operation through partnership, through smart partnership for that matter.
Mm-hmm. Are there any specific industries or sectors that will be, heavily represented at this year's trade fair?
No, not necessarily so, because the trade fair gives equal opportunity to all sectors. Be it the ICT sector, be it the banking, be it the non-banking, the clothing, the automotive, agriculture, and all that. So the field is leveled for all players to be involved, to engage, to do trading, to push their brand, and also to ensure that at least they contribute to economic growth. The trade fair is moving to the next level where it would want to see trading going on, where it wants to see tangible results taking place after trade fair, because it's not just to come and do the trading and exhibition and then we leave it there. There should be business starting as a result of trade fair. There should be trading going on. There should be partnership going on after trade fair, and then we must be able to evaluate the result thereof.
How many exhibitors are you expecting at the trade fair this year?
This year we have received a significant increase in the number of exhibitors from 368 of last year to 451 as of today. I was just doing some verifications. So we really have a quite considerable number of exhibitors this year.
And of course, this is always a highlight event this time of the year, Mr. Muma. So what can the public look forward to in terms of activities planned around the trade fair?
Yeah, first and foremost, we always like to revert back to the objectives of the trade fair, which is trading, networking, and business conferencing. So the highlight for this year is already happening, and that is the business forum that is sponsored by the First National Bank of Namibia, the First National Bank, which is FNB. So this symposium or forum attracts 150 business people to Ongwediva Trade Fair to discuss important issues around the implementations of Africa Continental Free Trade Area. As I said earlier, that this is the core, it's a highlight of the trade fair, because that is where we see our business people scaling up in terms of value addition, in terms of ensuring that they upgrade, in terms of value addition, the barcoding, and also value chain. We would want to see businesses expanding, and from the forum that is taking place, that's underway at the trade fair, that is where we are looking to say, yes, at least we have done a good job in terms of bringing business people together.
Just very lastly, how has the trade fair, adopted to the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, I think the committee responsible for preparation of the trade fair was ahead in planning. Already in 2019, the committee conducted a survey to determine how ready our visitor and the general public, as well as the business community, are to engage in virtual platforms. Yes, the findings was that most people might not be ready, but they understand they would want to engage in virtual business dealings. And then when it was in 2020, we could not have the trade fair 2021 also, although we were trying to come in with a virtual trade fair. 2022, which is last year, the trade fair was held in a hybrid format, which is now virtual and conventional. So that in itself assisted our exhibitors to participate on virtual platform as well as on conventional, thereby reducing the traffic and the number of people getting to trade fair. And also, as a trade fair committee, the number of exhibitors was then limited to 350, although it went up to 368 just because of the pressure and the demand that is there. And we were able to cope because we have effected all the measures that were in place. The mask, the sanitation, the distancing, those are the core principles of, protecting ourselves to COVID, and it worked. And we are really thankful that trade fair came out resilient after COVID. And it's evident that the business community really want to participate in this platform that promote trade, that gives them opportunity to push their brand forward, and also to allow them engage with their clients. So we are here, the trade fair is here, and yes, we are ready even to have more, much better trade fairs in future. And maybe to bring in also is that in the past, for our exhibitors to enter the trade fair, we used to have codes on the cell phones, but as of this year, the trade fair has changed to biometric system, which also worked with us because we started earlier registering and onboarding our exhibitors already on the 16th of August, and that ended on the 24th. By the 25th, we only have minimal for those that were really far from the trade fair, and we could manage just in the first 2 hours of the trade fair on the first day, which was the 25th of August.
Sir, thank you so much for your time this evening. Thank you for speaking to us.
Yes, please, thank you so much for having me too.
That was Mr. Jackson Muma of the Ongwediva Town Council speaking to us there. We'll be right back shortly.